What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with two reviews. So I don't know which one we're gonna do first. I guess we'll go ahead and do since we fresh on this. Let's go ahead and do Baddies. Let's knock Baddies out the way. So this is Baddies Midwest Season 6. I think this is episode 11. I could be wrong. It's episode 11 or 12, one of the two. I think it's 11. The episode's titled Prank Gone Wild, you guys. So before we get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, that needs you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You guys know how to, you guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, sharing the video. Also, you guys stop taking me out on this date and have me pay for it at the end of it. I got myself all turned around, but we back on track, you guys. So this episode, it opens up with hold on, you guys, my bad. So the episode opens up where we last ended the episode, and I cannot with this show. I really truly can't with this show, you guys. Like, the more that I watch this show, it's like I feel like I lose brain cells watching this show. But what I can say is the show it's escapism, right? It's a form of escapism for me right now, especially with everything that's going on in the world currently. But this show right here, baby, no, no, no. Now, I did see after last week's episode that I guess Ivory got on social media and was basically saying that, she and Lex knew that this was a prank that the OGs had set up. And I guess, Lex took it a little bit too far, according to Ivory, right? So I was like, okay, cool. But my thing is, Ivory, you've been fucking with Lex since the beginning. So if it's a situation of her just saying, hey, you've been picking at me, so turnabout is fair play. So they get to tussling and bustling, right? Now this first round, I'm gonna have this. Let me say this. Let me preface this by saying they both were binking each other, right? But I do feel in this first round that Ivory did, I think she got a one up over Lex. So after that, granted, Ivory's face. Now, I ain't the best looking motherfucker around, but when I look at Ivory, I'm like, God, she ain't ugly, but you are a thick ass girl. Muscular, damn near manly. But so Ivory got a black eye. She put a Band-Aid on the eye, right? So she went downstairs in the living room where it's more room for them to, really knuckle up and knock it out, right? So they're in the living room and they, she ready for her. And here's my thing that I'm gonna ask the question about, right? Like I just said a few minutes ago, I do think that Ivory won the first round in the bedroom, right? And I do believe that. But then my question goes to Ivory is, I don't understand the purpose of continuing to want to go round after round with her after you've already, got the best of her in the first round. Because I think this is one of the first fights that I can say with Ivory and Lex that you actually did. I think you got the best of her, right? Because I think Lex been getting the best of you, even though in that one episode you were talking about her nose was bleeding. And she's like, bitch, it's because I got a nose ring. And that was the only time you can say that you did something to to Lex, right? So they get downstairs and they go another few rounds. And baby, the next few rounds that they went, I'm sorry, Ivory. And I know people say Ivory, from, what is it now? There's TV. I know people say she can really square, she can really fight, right? And I'm not saying that she can't, because from what I saw, she definitely can, right? Because I'm not going to sit here and say, she she do lead with battle wounds, definitely for sure lead with battle wounds. But I'm not going to sit here and say that, it's just, Ivory just be getting worked on because she be giving it to Big Lex, right? But Big Lex be whooping that ass. And I'm like, girl, stop. Stop, stop, stop. So in the mix of them fighting, Anna decides she wants to pipe up and say something to Lex. And I was like, girl, shut up and mind your business. Even though what you're saying is some truth, but mind your business. And then, not Ivory, but Lex was like, all that mouth you got, you too little for that. And I'm like, I agree with that. I was really sitting here thinking to myself, like, Lex, just reach over and just whopper. But she never did. They just kept talking back and forth with each other, right? But then Lex and Ivory, they just kept going back and forth. I was like, y'all heifers ain't tired at this point. My black ass would have been tired of going round after round after round, right? So then you get DTB and Pretty P, OP. They get to tussling. And I was looking at that tussle. I was like, girl, what is this? Because this is all they doing. And I'm like, so ain't nobody go knuckle up and square up? Like, square up, knuckle up, pop, 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 whop, whop, uppercut, whop. Like, do something like that. No, they just going like that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna let them have it. I don't understand why. And they went, I think, 2 rounds, right? And that's a draw. Because Diamond was too busy trying to protect her mouth, right? And I get it, because she got a missing tooth. So I'm going to here's my question for you, Diamond. Girl, your tooth is like, so obviously, between the reunion and this season filming, there wasn't much of a lapse in time for you to still be missing a tooth from the last reunion. So my question is, why would the money can't be that good that you on camera with a missing tooth and trying to protect your mouth from further damage? It's kind of dumb to me, but okay, I guess, right? And that's gonna come up again later in the episode for somebody else that I'm looking at. Like, this check can't be that great. Now I've heard people say that a Zeus check is a good check. I'm pretty sure it is. But at what cost? Like, you got to sit there and keep your head on a swivel. You got to literally sit there and just be on guard for an attack from somebody. So Zeus may pay well, but how well do they pay for, like, are they paying for Diamond's tooth? Did they pay for her to go to the hospital? Like, are they paying for any of these girls to go? Like, Ivory done been to the hospital. Are they paying for any of that stuff? Do they give you? Here's the thing. A Zeus check may be a great check, right? It may be. But at what cost is the real thing? At what cost, right? Are they giving y'all, like, are they giving y'all any benefits? Like, y'all got anything medical, dental, vision, health? Like, I just had those questions. Like, y'all may be getting paid good money. Are y'all doing anything? And here's the thing. Some of y'all are young. What are y'all doing with the money? Are y'all stacking, saving your money? Because this ain't gonna last forever. Let's just be real about it. Look at Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls Club didn't last forever. Bad Girls Club lasted 17 seasons. From what I've heard about Bad Girls Club, those girls weren't getting paid that much money, right? So you gotta think longevity. What are y'all gonna do when Baddies no longer exist and y'all not making the money that y'all are making? Like, you gotta think smart. Think smart. Think smart. Yeah, it's maybe good money, but make sure that you solid, right? Make sure that you solid when it comes to financial. Don't be spending the money freely, not knowing where your next paycheck gonna come from, right? Then make sure you can take care of yourself, right? Health wise. Because obviously, never mind. I'm preaching to people that I don't even really need to be preaching to. Neither here nor there, right? So what happened after that? Be a Diamond and Pretty P, OP. It is what it is, right? So Natalie decides that she wants to give out a Baddies chain. I was like, okay. the way that these girls go up for these baddies chains, I get that it's real diamonds. I get that, right? I'm okay with that, that it's real diamonds. But the fact that y'all be ready to, it's like y'all be ready to give up a limb for this damn chain. It's like y'all be ready to give up a limb for these damn baddies chains. And I just I don't get it. I mean, it's a nice chain for. I'm not gonna hold just a nice chain, but y'all just look. Y'all just look a little stupid behind this chain. So Natalie decides that she's going to let Scotty give out the baggage chain, right? And I was like, okay, cool. Still don't care. I still don't care about this chain, right? So um, Scotty decides that, what she's gonna do is pick between two people. So she decided that she wants to pick between Jazz and Big Lex. Now let me say this real quickly, loudly and clearly for everybody to hear me. I don't know if there's a criteria for giving out these baddies chains. If it is, I don't give a damn. But she picked between Jazz and Lex. So hating ass Summer over here, she like, if you get that chain to Jazz, oh my mama, I'm gonna take that chain. I'm gonna take that chain. Oh my mama, I'm gonna take that chain. It's like, girl, why are you so pressed? Again, I realize some of these girls come from nothing, and so to get some of this stuff, it would mean a lot to them. But again, everything that I'm gonna ask is at what cost? Like, this is why. Never mind. I was about to say something, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. So they decided to give Summer. I mean, not Summer, but Scotty decided to give the chain to Jazz instead of Lex. Lex felt the way about it, right? Because Lex is like, she been standing on business. I was like, yeah, you've been standing on business, right? But is that why? Never mind. Again, I don't know the criteria for getting the baddies chain. I don't give a damn what the criteria for getting the baddies chain is. I just think it's kind of barbaric when it's like, it is barbaric, right? Because after what happened so Jazz gets the chain, right? But Jazz says that she wants to, honor Pretty P because Pretty P been standing in the business. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, but okay. But ultimately, Rolly got on her feelings and had something to say. I wasn't listening, didn't give a damn about it. So Scotty gave not Summer, but gave Jazz the chain, right? What I will say about Summer is Summer ain't as dumb as she pretends she is, right? Because Summer tried to run up on Jazz, right? And Ivory got in the way, like, bitch, what's up? And Summer was like, I ain't even want to do nothing. But then when Jazz put her chain on, that's when Summer went and fought her and grabbed the chain and broke. She just broke the necklace. She didn't break the chain itself. She didn't break. She broke. She broke, and I was like, and everybody was saying like that's very haterish, and I was like, I agree with that, right? That is haterish, right? Like, you mad because that girl got a chain? Again, is it crack in these damn chains? Like, what the fuck is it? But this is, again, never mind. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. Neither here nor there. So moving on. So Ivory. Again, I do like Ivory. I think she's a cool girl. But her talking about that her eye was already black. It might have been black, but it's gonna get worse, right? Yes. You already had a black eye. Who gave you that black eye? Lex gave you that black eye. I just don't understand why you want to keep going round after round with that girl. But hey, if you want to keep going round after round with her, have at it. Do you. Natalie is fake as hell. So we see Natalie. So Natalie was talking to some of the other girls. I think it was Rolly. It was Rolly, I believe Jayla, and I forget who else was in their room. But Natalie is sitting up here trying to pretend like she's over the fight. And I'm like, girl, you was a motherfucking lie. You ain't over the fighting. But then she was like, I told Ivory, if you want to go another round with her, like, we'll let you have that. But at what point are we going to stop? Now, I will agree with Natalie on that particular point. At what point are we going to stop going back and forth with this girl? I think initially when it came to Big Lex, I think Ivory was trying to assert some dominance with her and see if she was one that she could fuck with. And when she couldn't fuck with her and she couldn't really beat her up as easily as she may beat up some of the girls on Now That's TV, she was like, oh, this is a challenge to me. So she got a thrill out of it, I believe, in the beginning. But now, girl, let it go, because this girl keeps mollywhopping your ass, and I really wish you would stop. I really wish you would stop. So they brought up Slim, and Rolly said that she don't want her to be there, but if she's going to be there, then she wants her to work for her. Basically talking about she want to put money in her pocket. Now, here's my thing. If I don't fuck with you, if I don't see it for you, then I don't give a fuck about you making money. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not gonna say like, oh, Leah, let me put, like, if it's a nigga that I don't fuck with, or if a man or a woman that I don't fuck with, right? And there's plenty of people that I don't fuck with. I ain't finna say, oh, let's do business together. Let's do this together. Let's do that together. Hell no. Hell to the no. Give a fuck if like, especially in this particular environment. No. If it's an environment where, it may be a situation of this person's business has cheaper, I'm bringing something into, I'm taking something from them and bringing something into my company, and it's at a lower cost to me, then that's business. That's business. But in this particular setting, where I'm just literally no. If it ain't like no. Even in the business setting, I still don't think I would be able to do it, right? I would still find a competitor. Even if the competitor was higher, I would still go with the competitor, but neither here nor there, right? So we see Rolly as she met up with Slim, and my good God today, Slim, girl, what the fuck is up with that makeup? You look horrible. You look casket ready. So she admits that she still loves Rolly. She apologizes to Rolly, and she admits that she was wrong, but she was hurt by what Rolly said and the fact that Rolly was comparing her to that girl Gretchen, right? Again, I didn't watch last season, so I don't know much about the Gretchen other than the fact that the girl was saying nigga, and I think the girl is white, right? So Slim, her dad is biracial, and I don't know the particulars of what was said between Slim and Rolly, but Rolly, you have said some stuff about that girl's dad, even on this show. Fuck her daddy and all that kind of stuff. Like I said before, me personally, I would kick that big heifer in every stomach that she got. Now, because you ain't finna sit here and say fuck my parent, because then I'm gonna really say fuck your child. See, if you say fuck my parent, I'm gonna go to the pits of hell and talk about your son. I'm gonna say everything under the sun about your son. I'm gonna say shit that don't even make sense about your son. I'm just gonna go ham on your son, Rolly. Like, let's be real about that. If you said something about her daddy, and the shit that you said about her father was ignorance, right? You're talking about her daddy is black mixed with black and white. Natalie is mixed with black and white, you dumb bitch. Like, Natalie is mixed with black and white. Scotty, I think, is mixed with black and white. So what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that is idiot. That is lunacy. That is stupidity. You sit up here going off about this girl's father being black and white, but you got a colorist bitch in your presence that you are quote unquote working for. Make that shit make sense to me. I wouldn't. Marlo said in the comment section of the previous video, not this last video, but the previous video before that. Like Marlo said in my comment section, we ain't gonna ever forget the colorist shit that Natalie said on BGC 4. Like, miss me with the bullshit. So you can apologize to that girl. Like, it ain't that. I mean, never mind. You could apologize to her. And then for you to like to say you want to put money in her pocket, you still do care about that girl because again, like I said a few minutes ago, if I don't rock with you, if I don't fuck with you, I'm not putting money in your pockets. No. Like, I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example, right? Let's just say I have a club, right? And it's a big name, somebody from my hometown that done made it big, and they're, they can bring people, they can draw people to the club. I would never say, yeah, hey, come to the, hey. I know me and you ain't never really fucked with each other like that, but we can help each other. No, no. No, I don't need you. I'll go find somebody else and pay. If it's a higher rate or a lower rate, I will pay that other person's rate over yours. Like, I'm not fucking with that, right? But Slim says she'll do it. I was like, again, is the check on this show is it worth it? Because girl, that is your dignity right there. That is your dignity, your pride, your self-respect. But okay, you want to be back on this show? Again, I don't understand why. I really, truly don't understand why y'all want to be on this show. Can somebody explain it to me? Can somebody tell me how much Zeus pays these women? Because it can't. I mean, it could be six figures. I don't give a good goddamn. Hell no. Nope. No. Nope. No. So we see as the girls get ready to go out to the club, right? So on the bus, Ivory wants to know who was it that switched the names, because whoever switched the names in the rooms, she want to fade with them. I was like, oh, okay, you want to fade with whoever did it. I was like, Natalie, you gonna say something that it was you? Because I was just sitting there looking the whole time. I was like, I doubt that Natalie's gonna be like, yeah, it was me. And Natalie and her chin for a good few minutes was just sitting there looking. I was like, yeah, Natalie ain't finna say it was her. Because Natalie don't want that smoke. I don't think Natalie wants that smoke. And for a while, Natalie didn't say anything. But then she eventually said, it was me. I was like, oh, you said it was you. Now, Ivory, I'm going to question you on this particular point, right? Because Natalie said it was her. She said it was her more than once. You ain't never said, okay, well, Natalie, me and you going to have to square up. Like, you never said that you and her had to square up. What you did say to Natalie was you think that Natalie was taking up for one of the other girls. No, ma'am. Natalie was not taking up for one of the other girls. Natalie did do that shit, right? She is absolutely the one that switched those names. But okay, whatever. Ivory, at this point, girl, let it go between you and Lex. I don't know why you want to keep going back and forth with this girl. This girl has pummeled you multiple times. Let it go, beloved. Please let it go. So it's so funny. We see them. We see them at the club, and Ivory got on these dark ass sunglasses. I was like, "Oh, bitch! I know you embarrassed." Like, Lex is in this club, face unscathed. Your face, however, you got to cover up your black eye with some sunglasses. But I guess she said, I still look pretty. Shout out to Kimbella from Love and Hip Hop. Okay. So, this shit tripped me out. Because I watched this shit more than once. Because I didn't know what happened. All I see is Dolly on the ground. So, they on the stage, right? It's a little bitty ass stage at that. So Dolly is standing on the stage, and the DJ shouts out Tinker. So Tinker decides to hop her ass on the stage where Dolly is standing, and boom, Dolly went down. I said, damn. Then Sydney starts in the club. I was like, oh my God, this girl is so thirsty. Sydney Star annoyed me on Baddies ATL, and the reason why Sydney annoyed me is because Sydney was such a try-hard, and I get it. I know this. I know the tea with Sydney, that Sydney was originally cast on, I believe it was either BGC 8 Las Vegas or BGC 9 Mexico. I do remember seeing the tweets about it back in the day that Oxygen and Bad Girls Club did want Sydney to be in the house, even knowing that Sydney is a transgender woman. I do remember seeing that stuff because I know back in the day, Sydney was friends with a lot of the bad girls. Sydney was friends with, especially between season 7 and season 9, she was friends with Judy. I think at one point she was cool. I don't know if she was friends with Megan or cool with, but I do remember she was cool with some of the girls back in the day during those seasons, right? But she in the club. I was like, oh girl, go home, go somewhere, please get away from me. But then, like I said, when Sydney was on Baddies ATL, she just made a whole fool of herself, and it is what it is. So they leave the club, right? So somebody yelling out Pretty P's name, right? And Diamond turns around and somebody kicked her in the stomach. I was like, well, damn. Now, Diamond, that would have been a moment for you to go clock that B. But hey, it is what it is, you guys. That's Baddies. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications, share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.